And we go on. Manchester City. And we have Manchester City, who qualified for the round of 16 in 2014. And because of all the things I explained you before, there is only one group which is available for Manchester City, and it's Group E. This means that we have Bayern München and Manchester City in the same group.
No
está mal. And we go on. Muy buen grupo. CSKA Moscow, the Russian champion. And 3 groups are open for CSK, Group E, Group F, and Group G for the finalists in 2010. And let's see who travels to Moscow and where they have to travel.
Group E.
Group E. Group E, this means Bayern München, Manchester City, and CSK Moscow. Vamos a ver.
Sí, suerte. Roma.
Roma. AS Roma, the finalists of 1984 in Rome against Liverpool. And, of course, it's the last team. Son los últimos. Entonces, un grupo available for AS Roma, Group E, which now reads as follow: FC Bayern München, Manchester City, CSKA Moscow, and AS Roma. So a fantastic draw, some great groups. The Champions League of UEFA is really the best competition in the world. And with this...
Here tonight.
Yeah, so am I. Very interesting. What a draw. Let's have a look at the poll. We asked you which English club will go furthest in the Champions League. Last time we looked, it was Liverpool. It still is Liverpool. Look, 40% of you think they will go furthest in the Champions League. Very interesting. Chelsea just behind. They've come up a little bit with Arsenal with 17%. But look, Man City at the bottom with a measly 8%. So Liverpool at the moment with 40% there. Keep your votes coming in. And in the next hour, much more reaction to the draw. We'll be live tomorrow.
Step aside, and we'll bring in the familiar face. How are you doing? Good, thank you. Good. Manchester City's director of football. You just stand back there. Your reaction to that?
It's a very, very tough group. No, I think it was the Bayern Munich first, then we were second, and the third one CSKA Moscow. Something that happened last season. But the fourth one was a very, very tough, no? Very, very strong team, as we can say, is Rome.
Is this the toughest group?
I think so, but it's also spectacular, no? But I mean, all the clubs trying to play good football. Roma has done very, very well, and CSKA Moscow is trying always by the money, you know. I mean, it will be an amazing group as well.
Could see Frank Lampard against Ashley Cole.
It was nice, very interesting. I think we are happy with the squad that we have complete now for this season, and we are ready again to fight for everything.
What is the minimum expectation from the owners in Europe this season?
I think it's not. I think for all of us, it's always try to improve. I mean, when after the finish of the season, you analyze what you have done, and you try always to improve. We have signed some very good players, trying to improve it, and then it's to improve in the Champions League. We were in the 1/16, where we will try to go further.
Given the domestic success at City, is there more pressure in Europe this season?
No, it's not more pressure. It's always the same one. No? I think we are building the team not just to go for the knockdown. No, I think we always try to win every game, to play well, to convince to everybody, and also to make enjoy to our supporters. Now it's not only domestic competitions, also we are trying to do it in Europe.
How are the club finding it in the transfer window, given the restrictions of UEFA financial fair play?
It didn't affect. We knew where we wanted to improve, and we have sent the players that we needed. And I'm really, really, really happy how has gone the transfer window.
Did you ever want Angel Di Maria in this window?
No, really no.
That was never a possibility.
No. And also, you know, with the price that someone has paid, and then we didn't consider that option. Probably, if you say the last summer, I mean the summer before, we were just monitoring and trying to know more. But we have to be in the market, and we have to know what happens in all the big clubs.
Just a few more days left in the transfer window. Can we expect much more activity at the club in terms of incomings, departures?
Incomings no, but it's true that there are some players that they need to play, some years not playing, and maybe they will have more opportunity to play in other clubs, and we will try to get good deals for them, and of course good deals for the club.
Cheeky, thanks so much indeed for your time. The thoughts there of Manchester City, and before him the thoughts of Ian Ayre.
Didi Hamann, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and Alan McInally are with us here in studio tonight at Sky Sports News HQ. And Didi, in the poll, and Kirsty's been telling us about how that has been progressing since the names came out the hat, we've been asking which of the English clubs will go furthest. Some interesting reaction to that. Of all the clubs in there, the 4 English clubs, who's going to go furthest, do you feel?
Well, even though they've drawn the hardest group out of the 4 teams, I fancy all of them to go through to the knockout stage. I've got a feeling that City, with the squad they've got now qualifying for the knockout stage for the first time last season, I think they could go to the semis at least this year. So I'll probably go with City.
You're wearing your light blue hat?
Yes.
Well done, and why not? You're quite entitled to. Jim, what do you think? Of the 4 English clubs, do you go with Didi or do you go elsewhere? Possibly like Chelsea.
No, I'm going to go elsewhere. I'm going to go with Chelsea. There is an air, there is a confidence at the moment at Chelsea with the players that they have brought in. You know, that they are very strong this year, and I think that they will get far. I do fancy Man City as well, but I think Chelsea will go a little bit further. Liverpool, I think can do something as well, but Chelsea for me is the one. I can see them at least going to the semi-final.
Alan, we have City, we have Chelsea. What do you think? Who go furthest of the 4 English clubs?
There's only 2 left for me to disagree, but I think if you look in terms of the games that we've got up until Christmas that gets you out the group stages, I think City's squad is really strong. You know, if somebody gets an injury, there is a replacement that's almost just as good. It's an international that's coming into the team. And I would be disappointed. I think a lot of City fans this year, regardless of that group, would be disappointed if they don't go far. I'm a big fan of Mourinho. I genuinely am. And I just think the signing of Fabregas and whatever else Chelsea have is pretty good. I will add one thing. Brendan's probably going to phone me when we come off here, because I had them getting 10 points in qualifying, and he'll be like, thanks for the pressure, big man. We're only just back in the Champions League. But I hope that Liverpool get out of the group, and I'll be disappointed for the Liverpool fans if they don't have a couple of great nights at Anfield again and progress behind Real Madrid. But I think City, probably of the 4 teams, will go the furthest.
Before you go,